Walther Flemming was a German physician and cell biologist who is best known for his groundbreaking work in cytology, that is, the study of cells. He was born on 21st April 1843 in Sachsenberg, Germany. He is considered to be one of the pioneers in the field of cytogenetics and is known for his discovery of chromatin and mitosis. He was the first person to coin this term, the chromatin and the mitosis. So he is regarded as the father of mitosis, as Edward van Veneden was considered to be the father of meiosis. Most of the people knew about Alexander Fleming, but are not aware about Walther Fleming. Walther Fleming was among the greatest minds in the history. Fleming was educated at the universities of Rostock, Freiburg, and Berlin. He received his medical degree at the University of Leipzig, and he obtained his doctorate in 1868. So he went through so many institutions. After completing his studies, he traveled to Italy, where he became interested in the cell structure studies and cells development. He returned to Germany in 1870 and began working as a lecturer at the University of Jena. He then worked as an assistant at the Institute of Anatomy in Wolfsburg and as a professor of anatomy in Prague. In the year 1873, he became a professor of anatomy at the University of Kiel, where he worked until his death in 1905. During his time at Kiel, Fleming began studying the process of cell division, while in 1879 he discovered the chromatin, which is the substance that makes up the chromosomes. That's how he postulated in his conclusion that chromosomes split longitudinally during nuclear division. He discovered chromatin, which is the substance that makes up the chromosomes. He was the first person to observe chromatin in living cells and to recognize its importance in cell division. Fleming continued his research in cell division and observed the process of mitosis in 1882. He described each stage of mitosis in detail. He described each of the stages involved in the process of mitosis in detail and coined the terms prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. So he was the first person to coin these terms. Everyone knows about prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase as the stages involved in cell division, with the exception of the interphase. So he was the first person to coin these terms to describe the different stages of cell division. His work on mitosis laid the foundation for the modern understanding of cell division. So Fleming's research focused on the study of cell division, and he was the first to discover a process that he called mitosis, the process by which cells divide. He observed this phenomenon in the cells of salamander larvae and was able to document the entire process in detail using the new staining techniques that had been developed at the time, that is the aniline dye. So he made use of aniline dye in order to stain the cells of salamander larvae. He made use of that technique to observe those processes. Fleming's work was groundbreaking, and it helped to establish the study of cytology as a legitimate field of study. He also made other important contributions to biology, including the discovery of chromatin. As we know, the material inside the nucleus of a cell that contains genetic information. As we know, this material is very important. That's the material inside the nucleus of a cell that contains genetic information. So when we talk about chromosome, we talk about chromatin because these are the materials that retain the hereditary information. In addition to his scientific achievements, Fleming was also a gifted artist and illustrator. He created detailed sketches and drawings of cells he observed, which helped to illustrate his findings and make them more accessible to artists. In addition to his work in cytogenetics, Fleming also studied embryology, histology, and microscopy. He wrote several books and articles on these topics, including cell substance can and cell long, which means cell substance, nucleus, and cell division. So the book was published by him in German language, which was later translated into English format, which was published in 1882 and became a seminal work in the field of cytology. That was the book of Walther Flemming. It is a very important book even to this day. Fleming was honored for his contributions to science and was inducted into the Royal Society in London in 1892. He died on the month of August, 4th August 1905. He died in Kiel, Germany, at the age of 62. His legacy lives on through his contributions to the study of cells and his impact on the development of modern biology, most especially in the study of genetics and cell biology. There are some of the references that I can give related to the life and work of Walther Flemming, like that book, that book of his, Cell Substance, Nucleus, and Cell Division, which was published in 1882. In the book, Fleming described the whole process of mitosis. And also, there was another book which was also published in German language, which means Unbinding Substance and Vascular Walls in Mollusks, where it was titled as Überbindende Substanzen and gave us Wandung bei Mollusken. That was in German language, which was translated Unbinding Substances and Vascular Walls in Mollusks.